What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Chilling Tales. So, there was a recent bear attack in Thorpe, Pennsylvania, is how you say. And what happened during this incident is terrifying. Now, authorities said that this bear had rabies. All right. How much can we trust the authorities? Let me know in the comments below. I'm not trying to say they were wrong. I'm just questioning how much can we really trust them? You know that a lot of these folks are animal activists and all that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a fan of bears. This channel is dedicated to them. I'm fascinated by them. I always have been, ever since I was a little duck-billed platypus. These majestic, formidable creatures. There's just something renowned about them. But with that being said, I know that they need to be respected, and they can be dangerous, which, as we're about to observe from this situation that just happened a couple days ago in Pennsylvania. But if you guys will like this video, paw that thumbs up button, then swat the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons, links in the description below. So, there was this guy, and you guys will see the name of him in just a minute here. He was walking to a store nearby his house, right? Just a couple days ago. Snow everywhere. It was freezing cold outside. And he veers his vision down the path, and he takes notice to something that's in the thicket not too far off. And I've actually seen this. I've seen the footage of this attack. I've seen it with my own eyes, the actual attack taking place. And what happened thereafter. So the guy sees the bear sort of down the hill, and then he stops, the guy, and he walks back toward where he saw the bear at, just to get that proper vantage point, to be like, what the hell is this bear doing out here? Because he was familiar with bears in the area, just like a lot of those town folks are. And his buddy was just about 20 or 30 feet away, or some guy that he knew. I think it was an acquaintance, a neighbor. And what came out of it is the bear attacks the guy. Right? And I got to turn off this notification. Sorry. Notification on my computer. The guy goes back to the vantage point where he saw the bear. His buddy's over here, hanging out by his pickup truck. The bear sees the guy standing there watching. I think he was trying to scare it. These people watching the attack from a security camera, which is how I'd seen the attack, they were saying, oh no, he went back. He shouldn't have gone back because he went back. And then they were like, I think he's trying to scare the bear. He's like gestures to the bear or something. And then the bear comes running up the hill, and the guy starts running back down toward the way he was going. And the bear chases him. First it goes toward the guy who's by the pickup truck. But then the other guy sort of distracts it, and then it starts chasing him. So the guy turns around, and this bear just lunges up on him. And you can just see this hulking thing just, and it just tackles him down to the ground. Now, I'm a pretty big guy. All right, I'm 6'4", 230 pounds, some muscle and all that. But even with that being said, a bear that's only 150 pounds or something, I wouldn't want to mess with it. People say that these things feel like they're made of wood or something. Just their strong, agile arms. I mean, they can climb trees like really fast. Their sharp claws, but that's not even the beginning of it. They're just so strong. They can kill livestock just by swatting at them. And black bears shouldn't be underlooked. But nonetheless, I'm telling you guys, I saw this with my own eyes. The guy crumbles down with the bear on top of him. The bear's just, it just starts going at him. People say that it was hungry. That it was just that time of year. That the weather was sort of weird that year. There wasn't enough plantation, not enough vegetation, not enough fruits and all that. That the black bear's diets are primarily comprised of. So it takes the guy to the ground. Then his buddy, or his neighbor, who's over by the pickup truck, he comes running up to the scene. And this guy's just sort of protecting himself, and the bear's on top of him, just boom, 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 boom. He had a really thick hoodie on, so he sort of tried to protect himself with that. Which I think would save you. It wouldn't save you, but it'd buy you a little bit of time. Having a thick coat, a thick hoodie, something like that could buy you seconds when seconds really matter. And they mattered here. So this guy comes running up to the scene. And he has something in his hand. You can see this in the footage. Yeah, it's a hand cannon. I don't know what kind. It looked kind of small. Like I have a hand cannon myself that I carry around legally. I have a license. It's a small one, right? It's like that big. And it's the 9 kind, you know what I'm saying? Have some hollow points in there. I'm assuming that's what this guy had. Because that's generally what you use against human perpetrators, if you have to, in self-defense purposes. But against a bear, they say generally a full metal jacket is a bit more effective because it has to get through their skull. And the hollow points don't have as much weight to them. So they sort of get inside and then spread. But if they can't get inside, then they can't spread. You know what I'm saying? But for a black bear, I think hollow points would probably be just fine. I mean, generally, you'd want to stagger them. Have a hollow point. Have a full metal jacket. Have a hollow point. Have a full in the magazine. Now, I don't know if that's what this guy did or not. I don't really know what he used. But it was evident he pulled something out. And then you can see what he's doing. The guy's in a tangled mess with the bear in front of him. And he's sitting there watching over it like this. And all of a sudden, boom! It was a risky shot. But I mean, the other guy was going to get killed. So he did what he had to do. It was hard to tell where he hit the bear. It was somewhere in the upper body region. Maybe it was in the head. I don't know. But the guy was in a tangled mess with it. So he was like kind of weaving around the guy and then boom. Yeah, it was risky. But he did what he had to do. And the bear reacted. It sort of staggered the bear. But then it was still attacking. Boom, 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 boom. Just swatting this guy when they're on the ground. And then the guy with the hand cannon, the bear kind of rolls onto its back a little bit while it's still fighting. Boom, boom, it's still trying to kill this guy. Or something. It probably wanted to eat him. That's the thing with black bears is their attacks, when they do happen, they're often predatory. And you guys have to know this. You don't want to play dead with a black bear. All right? It's almost always predatory. Even the mothers, they're not really as defensive with their cubs as grizzlies are, for example. A grizzly mother, a grizzly sow will like attack anybody who's near the damn cubs, right? I've seen this with my own eyes where a mother bear runs up a damn tree, a black bear, with her cubs kind of just following her up the tree. And then there's people walking up to them, just surrounding them, just a bunch of jackasses, really. You know, why would you harass wildlife like that? I'm just saying, I witnessed this. And the black bears, they're not as fierce against the perpetrators or against threats against their cubs. I mean, I'm sure they'll kill somebody if you try to touch the cub, you know what I'm saying? But they're just not as defensive as a grizzly. So when a black bear attacks you, it's hungry. Or it's just trying to prove its dominance to its peers. I've seen that as well. You got to fight back. So nonetheless, what happened in this situation, the guy was on the ground, the bear already took a shot, the bear sort of bellied up, right, like this. And then the guy aims again, boom! And the bear just sort of, kind of spreads its legs out. I mean, I don't think it's funny, okay? I mean, the imagery, the visual, I was pleased to see how quickly it was neutralized, because I don't like to see animals suffer. And it seemed like 2 shots took care of it. I think that's what I saw, was 2 shots. Now, the thing is, this bear was small. It was like 150 to 200 pounds, all right? And in Pennsylvania, they can get up to 600 pounds. This was a small one, which probably had something to do with why it attacked. It was probably hungry, malnourished perhaps, underfed. But that was that. And these guys reported the situation. The bear was just flopped over on the street. This just happened a couple days ago. And here's the kicker. I'm going to link this video of these folks who are watching the damn thing from the security footage, but I can't post it on this channel. All right? Because, I mean, for one, this is YouTube. This is my channel. I'm not going to post it here. I'm going to post it on Patreon. So click the link in the description below. You can become a patron and you can watch that sort of stuff that I can't really post on this channel. But that's where the video will be if any of you guys want to watch it. And blessings to those who are my patrons. May your contributions be brought back to you sevenfold. Strangely enough, the guy who was attacked, he seemed to be okay for the most part. Like I said, he had a thick hoodie on. He was a bit remorseful for the bear. You know, he knew that it was probably hungry or something. I don't know. He didn't evaluate it all that much, but my perception is, yeah, the thing was probably hungry, right? Well, what bear isn't hungry? Did it have rabies? Later, it came out that it did. But like I said, how much can we trust these authorities? What do you guys think? Are they just trying to excuse the behavior? You know, they don't like to say that, oh, yeah, black bears do attack people on occasion. No, they just like to say, oh, yeah, it was rabies. If anything has rabies, if a damn squirrel has rabies, it's going to attack you. So that's all, just a rare case. Do you think it had rabies? Or is that just bullshit? I'm going to have to investigate a bit more. I'm going to have to look into this. But a report came out that it did. Fortunately, the guy, he seemed to be okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate the bear had to pass on. Like I said, I love these animals. They're, I wouldn't want to shoot one. You know, I've heard of people hunting these things. I don't want to hunt them. I feel bad shooting a damn thing. I understand, you know, they're looking to eat. I'm a predator too. When it comes to, well, I'm omnivorous, right? And so are they. So is my dog. I have a German Shepherd. She's more of a predator, more primarily a carnivore. But nonetheless, wow, you guys got to be careful out there. I mean, this thing just ran right at him in the middle of the damn day. And there were 2 people right there. That's the most concerning thing, is they generally will stay away from you if you're around another person, but in this case it didn't, which might be an indication that, yeah, it was rabid, but I'm curious what you guys have to say about that. But nonetheless, I'm going to post the actual attack video. You can hear these people responding to it. You can see the bear. You can see it. You can see what happens to it in the end, as I referenced starting in this video. But I'll link that on my Patreon. So if you guys will, check me out there and like this video. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.